Oops. YouTube, welcome back. Sunday again here. Track day, field day, sprints, throws, jumps. Sunday things, usual. We're fully into the routine at this point. I'm really loving the Sunday training as of late. It's freaking dead in here, like it always is. It's Super Bowl Sunday, actually. The sun's shining. It's going to be a good day. What is on the docket exactly? I'm feeling kind of beat up right now. I have been progressing these sprints and jumps, the same stuff for like 5, almost 6 weeks at this point. Some of these things, couple things in and out here and there, but 5 or 6 weeks straight of hard training. So we're kind of a deload mode this week. I'm gonna go over exactly what I will do for a deload, exactly how to implement that when you're training concurrently like this, doing so many things, and it's in a weekly training cycle. So I'll show how I do some of those things, but still some needle movers. I'm still gonna sprint. We're still gonna do those heavy resisted accelerations. Still a couple throws right now, to just get warm. Still a couple jumps. But yeah, all the same things, just adjusting the volume of those because I am feeling a tad bit beat up. I can kind of feel the fatigue monster start to creep in here after this long of training pretty hard in a row for this many weeks. So yeah, we'll adjust them there. But throws right now, just getting warm, usual things, getting the nervous system kind of firing. Then we'll get over to the track. Oh yeah. All right, aiming for past the line. Hopefully we can see it. I think I got this. My new spikes were supposed to be here today, track spikes, but got delayed. Might have something to do with the crazy snow that we continue to get in the Northeast here. So boo, but whatever. It's deload time anyway. Maybe that's for the best, so I don't just full send a bunch of sprints with my new spikes. So maybe that'll work out for the best, but we'll have those for the next block, probably even Wednesday for this week. So we'll see, maybe get a little review, unboxing. Got the nice Adidas ones, got a good deal on the old top of the line ones. So kind of excited. The old buy once, cry once, instead of just getting some crappy ones to try out the first time. Just short again. Just under 18 yards for these. All right, I'm gonna do one more and then we'll get over to the track. Add a little stretch reflex, drop it, catch it, see if that helps. It's about the same. Okay, done. Let's go over to the track. To some jumps here, usual Sunday things. Some 2 foot, I'm gonna get a little single leg, get over it, and just get a little balance off all the plants here. But just easy 2 feet to start. Their hurdle is low today. I don't wanna think about it. And hat down, might just go off for these. Structuring a deload during concurrent training, AKA I'm doing many different facets of training in 1 week. It gets a little weird sometimes, but my rule of thumb for everything, I like to keep as much intensity as I can. So if I'm squatting something heavy during the week, I still like to have a heavy squat. If I'm sprinting during the week, I still like to have a sprint maximally. All these things, all the different avenues of strength and speed. For a deload, the first thing I will do, I will just cut the volume pretty substantially because I want to keep enough of a stimulus that I'm not fully detraining from all these. So I'm still going to have my sprints, heavy stuff like I just said, but I will cut the volume significantly. So today, it's usually like 20 to 30 jumps total, like max effort once I'm warm. So I'll probably just cut that. I'm only going to do like 10 or 15 for the weighted accelerations. I'm usually like 6 to 8 of those. So I'll probably just do like 3 or 4. For the for the longer accelerations, I'm usually like 4 of those. So I'm just going to do 1 or 2 and so on and so forth. So just some volume still, keeping that high output activity in so I don't fully detrain, but cutting the actual volume of that activity so I can give myself a little more time to recuperate, if you know what I mean. Doing some of that will let me shed some fatigue and feel good when I go to progress some new stuff that waves in over the next few weeks here, letting my body catch up on the fatigue that I've been put in by training this hard for this long in a structured kind of somewhat progressively overloaded system here. So yeah, very simple in theory. I don't ever plan to have a deload in my training. At least I haven't in recent memory, and that's been the best for me because I think if you're For sure, gonna just do like a 4th week deload, like structuring your program every time. I don't think it's necessary most of the time, at least most of the time. I think sometimes it's just a waste of time. Like if you're feeling good and feeling like you can continue to progress in what you're doing right now, there's no reason that you should just deload because your program says to. So this is what I do. Usually this is what I've been doing for like a year and change. And this has been the best gains I've gotten in a long time. Speed, strength, all the above. Of just taking a deload when I feel like I need it. So like just plugging it in, and like I said, keeping some high output stuff so I'm not detraining myself, but maybe just the maybe even less than the minimum effective dose at that point. Just the maintenance volume for a week. So I'm still training, I'm still moving, I'm still doing some other stuff, but not applying too much stress to the system compared to what I'm used to normally. You know, I might not even do depth jumps at all to get a little more of a, get rid of that high impact. Pretty busy Sunday here, all things considered. I'm actually here a little later than I usually am. But yeah, this is the most people I've seen here on a Sunday in a long time. So shout out to everybody getting work on a Sunday. It's one of my favorite days to train. And that's me about done with jumps. I'm not even gonna depth jump actually. It's a good call. Keeps some of that high stress off, especially because I want to do these more. I want to do more depth jumps and continue to progress that over the next few weeks. So I'll give them a break today and come back ready to kill some next week. All right, time for these heavier sled pull starts now. Heavier-ish. Not too crazy, but this is the heaviest of these days that I've been doing for the past couple weeks. I'm still 90 on here. I think I had 95 actually last week, but we figured out that the a little bit heavier feels better on the track. So I'm just 2 plates here. This is 90. And I'm gonna do just a couple here. Like I said, I'm gonna really groove it, maybe even slightly limit my intensity compared to what I was doing when I was doing these the past couple weeks. Yeah, that feels solid. I might just do that. I wasn't even at a hundo P there, just really driving and feeling that good. Feeling my toes pushing through the floor, making good high contact. I'm gonna set this up in the next couple weeks for this to be even freaking heavier. I'm gonna get another plate on there. And this is still light enough where this really looks and feels like a sprint. I'm gonna load it up next week so much that it's like almost like a maximal push, if you know what I mean. So it's not exactly a sprint, but the same kind of deeper angles that I want to start looking like. So it's really gonna, I think, carry over to my first few steps if I really load the shit out of that. And even if it's not a sprint, I can't be convinced otherwise that drive position, that start with that amount of resistance will not move the needle in terms of acceleration. So we're gonna be doing that. I might get like another plate on there. Not today, I'm saying over the next couple weeks. But yeah, I want that freaking heavy. Like I want that looking like that, but I want to be really having to force drive against it. So this is a good day to practice that technique. The worst part about deloading is getting hype when you're doing stuff and wanting to do more reps, even though you know you should probably not. So I'll do another here. I'm gonna cap myself at 4 of these. That's my balance there, a touch. Kind of in the middle, but that's okay. Make the next one better. Still big hands. I gotta tell myself, gotta straighten them and send them back further. I'm right by this big overhead door over here. It's kind of sweet. Get a little breeze going, keep me cool, especially since I'm wearing my pants to train, which I don't usually do. All right, I'm gonna make the smart move and cut that there because I want to do a couple more. So that's how I know I should probably just cut it to stop myself from getting too hype and sending it and destroying the whole point of my deload. But that's 3 good ones. I'm gonna save it, do my 20-yard accelerations, a couple lunge jumps, and we'll get the hell out of here. Yeah, kind of low battery here again, because I'm stupid. But to the 20-yard accelerations, I'm just gonna get 2 and we'll get out. I'm gonna cut the intensity ever so slightly also, just keep this like 80%, so it's not absolutely maximal. Really freaking working my technique because I run ugly. I am gonna go from the 3.2 to continue to work on this just a tad. I think I have finally, after doing a lot of reps on both sides of the past few weeks, I think I finally realized that I do like my left foot back better. Even though it doesn't make much of a difference, it feels more strong, feels more confident. Ugh, some of you just one of each, but And again, kind of ugly with my damn hands. Next one will be better. All right, maybe last rep of the day here. I'm gonna cut my losses here, and that'll be it. That was a really good rep, last rep. Best one confirmed, right at that difficulty range that I wanted, like 70%, the best my arms have looked all day. Again, ugly running technique, trying to get that a little less ugly as time goes. But yeah, Sunday things, day completed. That was really quick. That took like 35 minutes start to finish, but like I said, deload. Half the volume, half the time. So right exactly where it should be. That is all for today. Thank you for watching, much appreciated. As always, check out Brick with Concurrent, that's down there. A couple more people checking that out, love to see it. Thank you guys. Hopefully we're liking it. Hopefully we're getting a little bit stronger, faster, all the good things. And I'll see you in the next one this week. Peace.